All right, I'm here with the legendary Carlito. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. So my first question I always like to ask is, what inspired you to even get into wrestling?
Nothing really. It's just family business. So I kind of just followed in the footsteps of other people in my family.
Definitely. And seeing stuff like, Rey Mysterio and Dom and their feud and everything, what has that been like watching, the father-son and, the Latino heritage right there going strong?
No, it's great. Yeah, I like to see it continue. I don't know about, I'm not crazy about family members fighting.
Yeah.
But it's, it's good to see Dominic, if I've known him since he was a little kid now, to be, one of the most hated guys they have now. It's interesting.
Definitely. And your character, it was so iconic, nobody else is spitting fruit at people. So where did that idea even come from?
Just some vignettes I did before I debuted, or I spat in a fruit vendor's face. People liked it, so I just thought I'd continue doing it.
Kept going with it. And then what was it like always seeing yourself in video games in an action figure form?
Yeah, it's cool the first 10 minutes, and then you kind of you get used to it, whatever. Yeah. I used to play the games for about 5 minutes and then put them away. But yeah, it was cool to have an action figure and all these different merch things come out. It was always, as a kid, it trips you out.
Definitely. And, with I'm sure you've seen where WWE has gotten sold and everything. What are your thoughts on that?
I think not much will change. You know what I mean? I think it sounds scarier than people think, but I think, UFC knows what they're doing. And I think they know that to let WWE be what it is, you don't really need to change it much. So I don't think they're going to interfere too much.
And then, knowing that you came back for a brief moment, a couple years ago, is there a chance we're going to see you again on the screens?
Possibly, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what's out there. I don't know. I can't tell the future, but maybe.
Yeah,
who knows?
And then my last question I would like to ask is, what advice can you give to aspiring wrestlers that want to get into the industry?
That you have to love this. This is like a way of life more than a job. You know what I mean? Seeing it on TV is one thing, but knowing that you have to do this day in, day out, it's a whole other thing. So you have to make sure that you really love this before you decide you want to get into this.
Definitely. Can I piggyback off that? So was it tiring, being on the road so much, being away from home? What was that like for you?
It is what it is, man. It's I knew it before I signed up, so I don't really complain about stuff that I already knew going into it. You know what I mean? Like the pain my body's been going through and all that, I knew beforehand, so I don't,
Comes with the business.
They say, do you get tired of writing autographs? No, it's part of the business too, so, you know what I mean? So
Definitely.
it is what it is.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on. Yes, sir.